So speaking of your legal background, let me ask you about another person who's got a toe in the legal world, and that is Kamala Harris. She rose to fame as the Attorney General for the state of California, prior to that, DA for San Francisco. And now she is obviously going to be the Democrats' choice for president. I wonder what you think of the attempt to remake Kamala Harris, to take all of the awkward moments we've seen multiple times and rebrand them as she's the fun, quote, wine aunt. She's just a little, quote, goofy, like in a cool way that the kids are going to relate to. And the same people who took her sort of tough on crime years as San Francisco DA and used it against her, right, when she was seeking higher office, now are looking at her as having called, Jacob Blake some sort of a hero, as having done fundraising for BLM arrestees who are in jail. Looking at all of it over the past couple of days, I'm left asking myself, who is Kamala Harris?
If I had her record, if I had let 10 million illegals across the border, which she did as border czar, if I had her record on crime, if I had her record as a United States Senator, if I had her positions wanting to shut down oil and gas production in this country, wanting to shut down American energy, wanting to make us dependent on China, yeah, I'd try to rebrand too. I would rush to rebrand, which is what she's doing. Listen, here's the thing that really gets me, though. I don't think it matters who the puppet is at the head of the Democrat ticket. It looks like it is going to be Kamala. But the truth is, we all know who's really in charge. It's the same people who chose Joe. They're the same people who are choosing Kamala. And you can see it. We've all seen it on display the last few weeks. It's Wall Street. It's the biggest corporations, and it's Hollywood. They're the ones who selected Joe. They're the ones who shoved Joe out when he wasn't useful to them anymore. And now they're the ones anointing Kamala. Look at her kitchen cabinet. It is full of those people. This has been widely reported. They are going to pull the strings in a Kamala Harris administration. So I think the choice is going to be really simple. Do you want somebody who actually was chosen by voters, Donald Trump? Do you want somebody who actually will work for voters, Donald Trump, and somebody who's beholden to nobody? Listen, I know some people out there, they don't like Trump, but what you can't argue with is he's not beholden to anybody. I mean, who is Trump beholden to? What big donor is he in the pocket of? None. So like him or hate him, he's his own guy, as he has made abundantly clear. Kamala Harris, she's just at the mercy of the latest rebrand, at the whim of these folks, the wealthiest people in America, the most powerful people in America, the Democrat Party power brokers. They're going to totally control her, and it's going to be a choice between a strong, independent executive or a party puppet.
It's an interesting point, because given the way that she's gotten this nomination, she hasn't gotten it yet, but of course she's on track. Who will she owe the favors to? Who really would be in charge of Kamala Harris? Would it be, an enfeeble or an incapable Joe Biden? Would it be Nancy Pelosi, Hakeem Jeffries, Chuck Schumer? Would she be her own person, or wouldn't she? Very interesting development today. Benjamin Netanyahu is coming to the United States. He's supposed to meet with President Joe Biden, who canceled on him. Allegedly, I guess, because of his illness, though he is going back to the White House, though it does not look like he rescheduled the meeting. And Kamala Harris, rather than take a meeting with Netanyahu, is skipping it because she's got to go to a meeting of her former sorority out of state. Now, I will tell you, Senator Hawley, before getting ready for the show, some of my gal pals down here at the shore said, do you want to meet and play some pickleball? And I said, gee, that's something I would really like to do, but I have a job that I need to go do, so it's a no. And now, why can't Kamala Harris go? Isn't it likely that this is an intentional snub?
Yeah, of course it is. She's not going because her party base is full of radical pro-Hamas, anti-Semitic people. I mean, let's just be honest. The people who crowded into those college campuses, who occupied the buildings, who broke windows, lit fires, tore down statues, waved the Hamas flag, who went after, not just insulted Jewish Americans, that is protected by the First Amendment, though it may be despicable. No, these are the people who threatened Jewish American students, who'd said death to Israel, who told Jewish American students they wouldn't be safe, who assaulted them physically. These are all Democrats. I mean, these are the people who Kamala is now trying to appeal to. So yeah, she's not going to meet with Bibi Netanyahu. She can't afford to politically. And I tell you what, I'm sure you're following, Megyn, her own VP search now. And it's amazing to me to read the commentary on some of these folks, including the Pennsylvania governor, Josh Shapiro, who's Jewish. You've seen all this commentary from Democrats saying, oh my gosh, you can't pick him. Why not? Oh, he's Jewish. I mean, we can't have that. This is where we are in today's Democrat Party. And by the way, that is the wing of the party, if you like, that Kamala totally represents. I mean, that is where she comes from. It's the radical progressives. These are the people out there with their Hamas flags, out there chanting death to Israel. And that's who she is. That's what she's going to bring. You want to know the kind of energy she'd bring to the White House? There it is, right there.
Protein bars can be chewy and dense, or so chalky that they crumble apart in your hand. But I want to tell you about the launch of Magic Spoon Treats. You probably know Magic Spoon for their popular high-protein cereal, right? That has more than 75,000 five-star reviews. Well, Magic Spoon has turned their cereal now into high-protein treats that are light, crispy, and taste just like those classic crunchy cereal bars. Magic Spoon's brand new treats come in 6 deliciously nostalgic flavors, including marshmallow, chocolatey peanut butter, blueberry, birthday cake, yum, and strawberry milkshake. Magic Spoon treats are a tasty time machine back to your childhood. You likely know Magic Spoon cereal, and now we are excited to bring you the news about the launch of their treats. Scoop up these new crispy, crunchy, protein-packed treats right now with 10% off just by going to magicspoon.com/MK or use the promo code MK when you place your order at magicspoon.com. Magic Spoon, hold on to the dream. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.